All right, welcome back to the Steve Gruber Show. Today we're talking about veterans who continue to serve their communities after the uniform comes off. And joining me today are two incredible guests, Brigadier General Steve Feldman, retired, and Jennifer Wide. Both are proud PuroClean franchise owners, and both are part of the PuroVet program, an initiative that's been spearheaded by Frank Torrey. He is the vice chair of PuroClean. It is designed to help veterans transition into business ownership, not just coming home, but having real opportunity. Jennifer is also certified as a veteran-owned business through the National Veteran Business Development Council, or NVBDC. General Feldman, Jennifer, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having us, Steve.
Great to have you guys here. General Feldman, let me start with you. You spent a career serving this nation. Tell us a little about your time in uniform and what led you to make the leap into business ownership after you left.
Well, Steve, I served in the Marine Corps for about 4.5 years, and then the Army Guard Reserve for about 33 years. And I was also a police lieutenant in Cedar Rapids here for about 30 years. And like many veterans, when it comes to time of transition from one job to another, I wanted something that served a purpose. And with the military, you gain leadership, discipline, resilience, and adaptability. Traits that the military instills in you, and I knew that would carry on to my business. The PuroVet program under Frank Torrey's leadership stood out because it wasn't just about a business, it was about continuing a mission of service to serve the people of the community, and this time getting their lives back together after a disaster.
Yeah, disasters big and small. Could be a tornado, could be a pipe breaking your house and everything in between. It makes a lot of sense to me. Once a mission-driven leader, always a mission-driven leader. What's been the biggest lesson you've carried from being a Brigadier General into running this franchise and helping people put their lives back on track?
Well, hands down, it's the leadership and teamwork provided by PuroClean and Frank Torrey. In the Army and in the military and most jobs, you seek by empowering your people and staying calm during crisis. Property restoration is no different. When a client's home is affected by being flood or a fire, they need steady leadership and a team that they can trust to get the job done right. And that's where my military leadership and background really shines in this job.
In fact, I met Frank and his team because I had a fire at my house. I'm going through the process right now. It is it's a lot for somebody when they're having their worst day to have a professional show up like you and help them out. Jennifer, your story adds another dimension. You're not only a PuroClean franchise owner, but you're also a certified member of the NVBDC as a veteran-owned business. Now, what does that certification mean, and what does it mean for you?
Well, the NVBDC provides opportunities. It shows that we are accredited, we're verified. It gives us opportunities with corporate members, business leaders, just opens up many different doors for us.
So that's really important.
Yes, it's very important.
Yeah. All right, so tell me this, because I've been talking about the PuroVet program. I didn't know anything about this. Had a house fire a year ago, got to know Frank and his team. They came over from PuroClean, and as I got to talk to Frank, he goes, well, I do a lot for veterans. I didn't know anything about the PuroVet program. I've become quite acquainted with it now. How did the PuroVet program help you get to where you are now?
So the PuroVet program provided mentorship, provided training, provided guidance. It got us connected with the NVBDC and provided the different opportunities with corporations. Frank Torrey, he's been really good at championing, the veterans and all opportunities for us. We just really believe in veteran success.
Yeah, and I could not agree with you more, both of you. I'll ask you both this question. I'll start with you, Jennifer. What's been the biggest challenge going from military life to being a business owner, and how has PuroVet, been there to help you every step of the way, General?
Well, in the military, as a general and as a senior officer, you always had people that surrounded you that knew all the nuts and bolts of the business. Operations, marketing, financials, human resources. The military teaches you to lead, but PuroVet gave me the tools and the training to apply that to a business model. And that support, championed by Frank Torrey, has really made the difference in our success.
Jennifer, what would you say about that?
Yeah, I would agree. I think that translating your military skills into civilian service is probably, um, can be difficult, but PuroVet understands that gap, and they helped us to, um, connect everything with the mentorship and the structure that the PuroVet program provided. You really never feel like you're on your own.
Yeah, that's big. And for the people that have had fires and floods, they don't want to feel like they're on their own either. That's where you come in. It's powerful testimony. And beyond business, how has owning a PuroClean franchise allowed you to impact your local community? Jennifer, let me start with you.
Yeah, well, when disaster strikes, whether it's flood or water or storm damage, we're always there to help the families, and really that's real service, and that's what's helping our community. It's really just continuing our mission, just in a different uniform.
To help people, yeah. General, what would you say about that?
Exactly what Jennifer said. For me, it's about being there for the people on their worst day, having their house flooded, their house burned with their equipment. That sense of purpose of providing support makes this job so fulfilling.
Yeah, let me dig into the program just a little bit. Because for veterans or people that know veterans, if you're a veteran or you know a veteran, I want you to understand how this program works, what PuroVet is, and why you get pushed to the front of the line. General, let me start with you. PuroVet was something you became familiar with, obviously. It's an extension of PuroClean. It's a great company with, 500 different franchise locations around the country. And they put the veterans at the front of the line, right? Tell me how it works.
Well, PuroVet is a PuroClean's veteran franchise program. It's designed to take the discipline and leadership that veterans already have that they've served and give them the training, the financial incentives, and the support to run a successful restoration business. And it was just a natural fit for us and PuroClean.
Well, it seems like it. And Jennifer, obviously, you've had some success. What else would you say about it?
Yeah, well, I would say that on top of that, veterans get mentorship and access to the supplier networks, the chance to get NVBDC certified. So it's not just a franchise, it's really a pathway to veteran entrepreneurship. And that's just, Frank Torrey believes in investing in veterans and building programs that truly work.
Yeah, and let me bring this home because, look, the property restoration industry is booming. There's no question about that, right, General?
Oh, absolutely. It's a $200 billion industry. And unfortunately, as you've seen this year, disasters are on the rise. It means the demand for our services are growing. And veterans are perfect suited for this work because they know how to lead under pressure. Yeah. And you get the job done right.
Real quick, Jennifer, what advice would you give to somebody who's a veteran and knows a veteran? What would you tell them? What should they do right now?
I would say don't be afraid to bet on yourself. You already have the skills, and then with the right support, something like PuroVet. Yeah. You can turn this into what you've learned in the military into, a lifetime of a thriving business and support for yourself and your families.
I put it up there, Anthony. If you want to know more, go to PuroVet.com. If you're a veteran, know a veteran, PuroVet.com, or give them a call, 855-PuroVet. You can find out more, get started today. Jennifer, General, I have to leave it right there. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back.